Hi 4th and 5th grade, my name is Ms. Hoffman. I'm Mrs. Olette's student teacher. I'm so sorry that we didn't get to meet this year, but I really hope we get to meet next year. Today I have a really fun activity for you. I had a really good time creating it and I hope you do too. Today we're going to be making mandalas. Mandalas are a traditional symbol and design from Indian and Asian culture. You might have seen them in coloring books or online, and even sometimes in people's clothing. I have an example to show you as well. I made this mandala just a few minutes ago actually, and this is what we're going to be kind of creating today. I'm going to show you how in just a minute. Before we move on to creating our mandala, I want to explain what a mandala really is. A mandala is a type of radial symmetry. You go from the center axis or the middle. You might have heard the word axis in math class, and if you haven't yet, that's okay. We don't need a lot of math today, but we're going to need just a little bit to create our design. In radial symmetry, you go from the center axis and you go out, creating a type of circle. And in this type of circle, everything looks the same on all sides. You'll see when we go to start our design that this piece of paper is broken up into 8 pieces. So one specific piece of it is considered to be 1/8. We're going to be drawing on 1/8 of our picture and then replicating it on the other 7. So now that we know that our mandala is made from radial symmetry, let's get started on our design. Okay, so to get started, if you're like me, you might only have rectangular paper. Maybe you have computer paper. This is what this is. This is an 8x11 piece of computer paper. What we have to do first to make our mandala is we have to make it square. So to make it square, we're going to fold our paper into a square and then cut off the excess. What we're going to do is we're going to take it from one corner. You can do it from any corner, it doesn't matter. I'm going to take it from the bottom right-hand corner. I'm going to go all the way up until it reaches the corner over here. We can't reach the corner all the way over here. It won't make us a square. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to reach where it goes flat with the side of the paper. So I'm going to fold my paper along the line as best as I can. If it's not perfect, it's okay. And if you need help, please ask a parent or guardian if they are available. So what I'm going to do is fold it along the line, just like that. And now we have this little excess piece of paper right here. Once you're at this part, the easiest way to take off this little excess piece of paper is by cutting it off with your scissors. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to follow the line all the way up. This will give us the most even line that we can get without a ruler, as long as we folded our paper correctly. Okay, there we go. And now when you open it up, it's a square. How cool is that? Now for our next part of our mandala, we have to fold this piece of paper into 8 sections. But luckily, look, we already have 2. So now all we have to do is figure out how to get to 8. So what we're going to do is see how it's folded this way once. I want you to hold your paper just like this with the diagonal line going from the right-hand corner up to the left top-hand corner. You're going to take your paper and fold it from the bottom right-hand corner up to the top left-hand corner. By doing that, we're making the same type of triangle, just in a different direction. We fold it along the line and then open it back up. Now we have 4. Now we need 4 more sections. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this in half now. Because if we fold it in half, there will be a line in the center. So you got to take your paper, fold it in half. Now, like I said, if you're having trouble with this part of folding the paper and cutting the paper, please make sure you ask someone for help before you try to attempt it on your own. It can be a little bit tricky. All right, now we have how many pieces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We still need 2 more. All right. So we folded it halfway, we folded it diagonal one way and diagonal another. Now we have to fold it top to bottom.
We're going to take our paper, fold it again, top to bottom. Okay, there we go, and open it up. How many pieces do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have all 8 pieces, and now we can move on to the drawing of our design. For the drawing of your design, you can have your piece of paper on the table. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to keep mine on here because later we're going to trace our design with a Sharpie. And sometimes the Sharpie can bleed off of our paper onto a surface that we don't want it to be on. So I'm going to keep mine on here for now just because it's a little bit easier. Before I get started with my mandala, I want to talk a little bit about what kind of lines and shapes that we can put in our mandala to make it look really cool. Don't do this part at home. I'm using an erasable marker on my desk. My desk is made of the same stuff that the whiteboard is made of in your classroom. So I'm able to draw on my desk and erase it just fine. So I'm going to use this for demonstration purposes. So now, before I start my design, I'm going to think of different lines and shapes that I can use to make my drawing super interesting.